Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme and we are back playing more Starters Order 7 for your viewing pleasure. This is our Knott Furlong save, and it's a new year with a whole bunch of 2-year-olds, and this could go either really well or really badly because that's 2-year-olds. I did end up getting rid of quite a lot of 2-year-olds. I didn't exactly, they didn't exactly meet my standards, so we decided that we'd get rid of those. We also ended up putting pretty much every filly in the breeding barn that we could. At least last year's 3-year-olds, and then we still got our 3-year-olds this year. Nobody's racing. Nobody really is racing in this one. So you got Marie, and all these you can see on the screen right now. None of them have races, but Marie is another filly we've got there with British Pearl, British Lady, and Darren Anna. They are all going to be probably in the breeding barn by the end of the year. Let's face facts. Maybe one more season after this for the best of them, but we have kind of killed our breeding barn quite significantly there. We got rid of quite a few. If I look here, you can see we're down to just 6. It's interesting, very interesting. In terms of group wins, down Hallidite is still here leading the way with Alexagon. Then Ski Party, who has foaled quite a few good horses actually, and was the highest rating going into the barn of the survivors, just ahead of British Sweet, who's up next. And then we got Com Angel, who I really didn't think would have that great a racing season, but did okay, did really decently, to be fair to her. And then Afro Storm, who has only won a grade 2, but again still has produced now and again. So I'm pretty happy with all that. I'm not sure, if I'm 100% honest, I'm not sure who we're going to be breeding from. I'm really not sure who we're going to be breeding from the next couple of years. There aren't really too many names that I know that are going to step out and, like, jump at me. There's only one, really, and they were way up on the first bit. Janud was an okay breeder, but there wasn't very many sort of top pairings, sadly. See, I'm just looking down the list here, and I don't see anybody down this far. So the only name, really, that I think is going to be this year's breeding partner for this 6 is going to be Adam DeBolio. It's the only real one. The only real one. Not too many Group 1 wins, but we know there were so many instances where they should have. The Quipco behind Poilamba. Then there's Quipco behind Saffron Fang, and that's Poil Amber, and that's Bella Maker. Then Teacher Preacher beat them. And they were back in third behind Tatiana and Emperor Jones. Bella Maker winning there, Tatiana winning there, Paul Amber and Viva Ronaldo in that one, Barawara in that one. Like we've ruined Adam DeBolio's record, haven't we? We have summarily ruined him. Wins the Kentucky Derby ahead of Alexagon. Alexagon comes back short, heads out for the Preakness. And then he can't quite get the distance for the Belmont, which we stayed away from. That's one of the few they didn't win that we weren't even in. But realistically, I think, that's easily a quality of 5 to 10 Group 1 wins. We're in that range maybe, but I think that's where we're going to start breeding from. I just don't know about any of the others. I think we need to try and figure that out as we go. But I'm going to start bottom up. I think we're going to get the first breeding pairing off. He is going to be fairly expensive. Not really when you consider everything else, but we have bred with all these horses and boosted their prices. So the reg is now $3.5 million per cover. Mr. Music Master is 3.2 almost, which is, not too far away from being like almost $1 million more than they actually earned on track for every time you win a breed with Mr. Music Master. And we have done extensively. Mandalay King we've bred with. If What Maybe we've bred with. Grand Diamond I don't believe we have. That could be another one to try. Here's a sprinter. Everybody else here, down to Emperor Jones, I don't think we have yet either. Yeah, so it's these 5-year-olds that we haven't bred with. So we'll see. We'll see next season. We got the 5 and 4-year-olds, maybe the 6-year-olds with some of these age up to breed from next year. But we'll set that in motion. Oh, and we only kept 3 from Janud in the end. But British Sweet, Come Angel, Alexicom produced Sweet Jan. And Sweet Jan is a decent looking horse. Not really anything spectacular. Looks pretty much like all our other sort of good yearlings with a little variation here and there. But, Com Jan, again, very similar. And Yansagom, very similar indeed. So, quite like the fact that this is a little bit extra potential, a little bit extra in the extra speed. So, it's not too bad, but we've only got 3 yearlings for next season, which I don't mind. I really don't mind. I think that's going to be a good place for us to be. So, you got a bunch of yearlings that have come through into 2-year-old season, and they're all in for maidens, scattered in amongst. The second race, we've got Aztec Shine. We'll be running Lomarine's Queen's Plate early on in the season, that mile race. And we're going to try and get that third, Group 1 win. We're going to try and get that 130 rating. Who knows? We've been a bit hit and miss over a mile at Grade 1 level. 2 wins, a second, a third, and a fourth. This is probably one of the tougher ones to win. It's at Kenilworth. It's not an easy trip to make. Mirage, we're trying to look here. The Pegasus World Cup. Going to try and run and win a really, really big race with Mirage. Still got room to grow. Still got room to develop. I think Aztec Shine is maxed. Yeah. So they both look good. They're both pretty decent horses. We got those 2 booked in. And like I say, a ton of these, a ton of these maidens. So this could really ruin my mind going into the early part of this season. We got all these here from, all these dares. All of them kind of interesting to see how that works out. See how Dereg actually works as a breeder for us. Because the one we've seen worked out really well, and these all look, honestly pretty good. A few of them are a little low in sort of enthusiasm, which I guess I didn't know Dereg had. But I think they all have enough about them to be quite good. So it's going to take some time to figure those out. And then once we're through these races, we're at the end of January, we'll be able to see many more races and open up and book some more if we need to at the end of this video, which we probably should. So yeah, the 4th is our first race. This is Nonagon Death Roll. Now, if you watch yesterday's video, which isn't much of a gameplay in this series video, I went live a few hours ago, I believe 2 hours ago from when I'm actually recording this video. And we took a look at Phil's save, aka Jumpsman, and 2 of his best horses were Evil Death Roll and Nonagon Infinity, and we took a look at it from the point of view of comparison to Saffron Fang. And I do maintain it would be an interesting concept to race them against each other and how good they might be. So I did breed those two, and in fact I bred quite a few of Phil's horses. If we step away briefly, we got the Jans coming in there, but then a bit of a breeding from us. Curio is one of ours. Curio's is one of Phil's, actually. I'm not sure where African Curio comes in. Oh, from Morocco, probably. Yeah, he had a horse called Morocco, so that's what that name is. I'm slowly getting there. So I think below Golden Duck down to African Curio, I think this is the list that we took from Phil's Save in terms of yearlings onto the transfer list. We might never see these, but yeah, I did breed them all together, and these were the best ones that came out of it. And Nonagon Death Roll is one that I thought would be interesting to see, because it was the two 140s in that save that Phil had. Nonagon Infinity, that super horse, and Evil Death Roll, which looked like a really decent horse themselves. And totally fits in with our horse. Like, got distance adaptability in here. That cruising burst should jump over halfway. Now, you're looking at 85 extra speed, which is always nice. Low confidence is the only thing to kind of worry about, but shouldn't be too much of a worry. A good maiden will fill half of that potential room to grow this season. So, yeah, we should be able to get over 70% and hopefully max out that potential, ready for a 3-year-old jump. And yeah, see how it runs in this game, because we couldn't take Nonagon Infinity and we couldn't take Evil Death Roll, but we could take the progeny of both. So I thought we'll bring one of them into the game so we can see how it compares. They actually up first because they were the most ready out of the bunch. So again, kudos to Phil for an excellent breeding program he'd put in place, and he had a save full of all these super horses that he'd come together and started racing with quite a lot of success. So if you haven't watched that video, go ahead, take a look at it. It was up yesterday. So yeah, there's a little bit of interest there for me to see how that works out. And again, you can join the Discord and get in contact with me, or on Twitter at Chris Orme, or leave comment in the section down below. I'll tell you how to get hold of me. And if you want your save broken down like that, we can take a look at what horses you got available. We'll take a look at how good they might be, and go from there, really. So, Nonagon Death Roll is ready to go. We're actually going to watch this one. We don't watch maidens, but because this has come from like two of Phil's horses, I'd like to be able to show Phil at least how it's run in the in its maiden. Now, if it does its traditional thing where, they just don't run well in the first couple of maidens, then that's fine. Poil to Dream. Okay. I thought that might have come out of a couple of horses that we know, and it doesn't, so that's okay. Yeah, there's a couple of good dreams, but, like, Poil? There's one really good horse. I wondered if that was going to be a foal. I didn't think so. I really didn't think so. I almost went into that race. You can tell we're starting off in a bad place. Oh, my God. Why is... It's the only race we've got today. Why is David on the horse? Okay, well, we're running at 8.7 instead of 8.8 because that £7 advantage doesn't really count for anything in maidens. It's a little bit interesting, though, that happened. So taking a look at the panic, we're looking well and fit. We are favourite. Okay. Overwhelmingly tipped. We are, the bookie's favourite as well here. So, yeah, okay. One thing the Jumpsman did say, one thing Phil let me know, is that we should run Nonagon as challenging early, because that's the way he's had a lot of success. So I wonder if we should set up Nonagon Death Roll the same way. I think we will for this one. If it doesn't work out, I'll let the jockey handle it like I normally do, but now and again, certain things do help certain horses. So let's see if we can challenge a little earlier and see how we go. This is new patch as well. 1.034 has been released, so we're playing on that. I have updated to starting mod 3.14 as well, and I've gone in and once again hopefully changed Woodbine and redone that. So out the gate's quite late. It's a nice bright color there for our grey horse. Not really going to concentrate on the field because I don't care to a certain extent, and we don't know these horses. There's no point really. We've come out the gates a little slowly, but got into the mix quite well. We've moved past everybody to a nice degree. Final furlong. Looks like Marley's coming back at us a little bit. But there we go. We're distancing out again. This looks to be a pretty good maiden here. So, Phil, if you're watching, that's a very, very decent first run. That's a very decent first run. That's the kind of maiden we like to see. 6.5 lengths. Didn't look like it was ever really in trouble. That poor start really didn't matter. I didn't see it go super early either. I think it still held to about the 2 furlong marker, which I see a lot of my horses go without the instructions. But yeah, no, ran well. Seemed to fit. 6.5 in a maiden. That's normally a sign of a good 2-year-old. So I'm hoping that Nonagon Death Roll actually steps up to the plate this year. And we can see a little bit of success, at least from one of our 2-year-olds. So yeah, I like that. That was pretty decent. All in all, that was pretty decent. And we do almost hit down that 70 marker. Like I said, that would be probably the case. That would probably be the case. I think that's the full 8% that I've seen us gain in these kind of races before. Happy with that. Good first attempt. Not a great start, like I say, but yeah. Now, what did the jockey just say? Ridden in pack. I mean, okay. I don't think we were really ridden in pack. Maybe for the first furlong. Maybe the first 2 furlongs at most. But like 4 from home, we were up near the front. And like we made our way through the field quite early. But we never really went for it early, I don't think. But yeah, okay. Excellent start then. Nonagon Death Roll steps up, steps in, and steps out on the track with aplomb. 6 lengths plus. We're normally looking for about, I'd say 3. Oh my God. It didn't click, so I clicked again, but that little bit of lag. Oh, okay. So I'm going to try not to look. This is really weird. There's Aztec Shine. If I go all the way over to the side here without looking, I can't see my mouse. Oh, I can see my mouse. So somewhere in line with that, I'm trying my best not to see the result here. Oh, God damn it, I think we probably finished top 3 because I forgot that the replay button isn't the rightmost button. Oh. Okay, so I think we were advised to run a race at Keeneland. I think that's what that jockey instruction maybe finished off with. If that's the case, then that's that's because this feeds into something else in the schedule, and we finish top 3, and you get given that instruction to maybe go and look at that. So I haven't actually seen where we finished, but I've got a feeling it's going to be top 3, but should still be interesting, for me at least. Aztec Shine running. And yeah, Katie's Tweeter is in here again. Menina's in here again. If we're third, I think those are the 2 ahead of us. Dipped in Silver running well on the inside. We just seem to be on the outside. Wanting to go here. We got a few horses in the mix there. I don't know. I think we've run well so far. I think we're pretty decent. Kitty's Tweeter and Menina now coming through into second and third. Dipped in Silver still holding on. Prompter there on the outside. Nice grey horse. Here comes a little bit of a challenge from Menina and Kitty's Tweeter. Maybe just eating up some of the ground. Here they come through. The final furlong. Aztec Shine doesn't seem to have any pace down this home stretch. And yeah, I do believe that probably will be third then. Okay. Oh, we get up on Katie's. Okay, we got up on Katie's. Second place. Yeah, okay. We know Menina's a very, very good horse. Yeah, we just didn't seem to have any fight there down to the finish, so... Lack of finish application, no battling qualities. I mean, that's likely to happen sometimes. Also, for a mile, a pretty low cruising burst. I'd like a little bit more there, 40% plus maybe. But good pace on the horse. I think we run decently. Was it too short? No, it just says suited well. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there. But it didn't look like we had the pace to actually win that race, but it was good enough, I guess. It was good enough. Okay. Alexa's there. So a second out of our 4-year-olds racing. We come second in our only race there. We got another one to come with Maresh. And then we're a big win in our first maiden. This will be the second one. Then Alexa's there, a little bit laid back, but we will be fancied. Very calm, lean, and ready to go. Again, we don't know the horses. We don't really care. It's all about us and how we perform. 2 legs. I'll take that. I will take that. Looks like a nice little run. Alexa's there. Is on 65. Is that a gain? That should be a gain, right? Yeah. Gain of 5%, so... Not as big a gain as we saw on Nonagon Death Roll. Okay. So we're 2 from 2 on maidens. We are 2 from 2 on maidens. It's a good start. Will it last? That's probably the question. Yeah, we're in full to Adam De Bolio. So he's at Winstart. Let's get Come Angel bred up then. See what happens. With Dare Storm, we're heading to Fairgrounds. 2 of 2 in our maiden so far. Looks like a very sort of cool / calm field. Okay. Interesting. Oh, somebody else gets tips. Okay. Oh, why did I go into the race? Why did I go into the race? No. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay. And we come out in 4th. We stayed on. Really? We stayed on? Miles behind. Got the distance well. So nothing about running green at all there. Nothing. Okay. That is... Wow. Okay, I mean, we did gain 10% there, actually. That's a big jump, pretty much. It could be 8%. I can't remember if we were on 50 or just above it. But we're up to 60. I mean, it's better for the run in that term. But, yeah, not exactly our best. Not exactly our best lordship. Don't No lordship very well. Very, very light breeding. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Okay, we're just going to skip through. Instead of going to the day. Ran on at 6. No, you can't run on when you got that bar. Come on, shorter trip. Aha. That makes more sense. But I don't know why they'd say ran on when they want a shorter trip. That doesn't make sense. Maybe Dare Storm at 5. Maybe. And Dare Party. Maybe we try them both at 5 because... Yeah, right now... I'm not entirely sure. And that's 60 to 65 from Dare Party, which again I think is a jump of like 8 to 10% there. So again, they might not have run well, they might not have won their races. Yeah, ridden as a close-up. Would like shorter, still ran fairly well, wasn't too far back. So, a pretty good run in that regard, again. Again, after the maiden, we're in perfect position just to, to pick up the next one in the breeding program, which is British Sweet with Adam de Bolio again. And then we do have 13. And we get our second maiden win. Beautiful. Another closer, it looks like, but 3 3/4 there. Yeah, okay. I will take that. 13, I think, is my favorite out of them all. Yeah, it's got the highest extra speed, sadly, of our 2-year-old group, which is 80%. It looks like we've already made our 70 there. Started on 65, so it wasn't like it was too far away. But cruising burst, I believe, as a yearling was quite high, so I expect that to jump back up. That was 45, and we got some good extra speed. So, yeah, we'll see exactly how Darentine comes in, but decent start. Darafax up into 3rd. Got the distance well, stayed on. We're not running green. Other horses are, we're not. Okay, maybe... Do we try 5 furlongs here again? I think we do. We're getting the ran on every time. And if we keep getting the ran on, I think that's where I'm going to say that we're going to possibly just, pull them down to 5 furlongs and take a look at them there. We're just going to change the distance. So while I would expect a horse to run better at a higher distance when it says run on, we can't actually run a higher distance, so that wouldn't seem to suit anyway. They're all at that 5 to 6 furlong marker, so we're just going to change the distance instead of thinking it definitely means less distance. Sorry, more distance. We're going to try less distance. We're going to see how it works. So, Descon is up next, but Friday auction, Knockalongi. I think we tested Knockalongi and we didn't like them. Arablend is... Okay, Magic Marmalade comes out of Plato. So possibly more out of Plato. No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna back off out of that auction. I'm looking for horses. I'm really looking for auctions now because We need to add to our breeding program. We really, really do. 2-year-olds. Let's see. Brook Castle, Irish Guard, I like. I do like Irish Guard. Brook Castle, not really sure. But 4 and grade 1s are always interesting to me in terms of breeding because I don't see that many of them. You know, we don't see that many of them in the breeding barn. But they normally produce something. Some of them produce the best out of everybody. But I don't know. So, looking at this, though, I don't think there's anybody else here we really want to take on. So, that would be... Oops, let me make sure we got the right one. Yeah. Ah, that's why I know the name as well. Okay, so the Freckleface. Another horse we really liked was Freckleface. So, hopeful that at least through the, the sire line, this could be a very decent horse. And again, not too much there, 2-year-old. 600,000. Okay. It's not the worst attributes I've ever seen. Ooh. But the stats really ain't good. I mean... Wow. Al Shadia. Wow. Yeah, that's really not great. I mean, I do think that Brook Castle might still be a good sire, but not there. Not there. Didn't work. Worth a try. Worth a try. Okay, Desagon, second place. Rang Green, second place. Trip suited perfectly, though, so we can run again. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, you have to excuse me. I'm suffering really badly with allergies right now. And it's difficult to talk, so I have to keep pausing the recording so I can kind of cough and clear my throat and everything else. But yeah, we'll run Desagon again at 6 furlongs. Where are we up to? 65 for Desagon. That's a 60. That's a 10-point jump. 65. We were at 55, so that's pretty good. Another good run could see us hit the 75 marker. We don't normally see more than 20% jump, but hey, for a second place running green, still jumping that much, I think I've liked that. Everyone that hasn't won, all 4 of them have jumped 10%. And I believe Nonagon also jumped 10% with a win, and Darrentine only jumped the 5%, but it did take him to 70, which is kind of where we want to be. And now Dare Storm has got a cough. Really? You got a cough. You and me both, brother, right now. You and me both. I should say sister. Anyway, Condé. Condé is gonna be a win. Yes. Nice. I want more wins. Beautifully went clear. 3.5 lengths. Again, a little laid back. I don't mind that. Not the most pace on this horse, but ran well and getting up to that 65 marker, which is only a 5% increase with the win. But you know what? We will take it. Looks like 6 furlongs will suit again. And that brings us then up to our second actual race of the video, where Marej is ready to run. And yeah, Marej kind of impressed me last season. I think took a big step forward. One of maybe 3 or 4 horses that kind of stepped up a little bit more than I thought. Poil Amber. I should have run this one. I should have run the extra 10.5 yards. Extra 10.5. The 110 yards. That looks like where all the big name horses are. I fully expect Poil Amber to take this. Fully expect Poil Amber to take this, yeah. Oh! Dwelt and Whatever else happened. Poilamber well out of Miznap takes it. Okay. Squadron starting to impress me. Coming into their own about 4-year-old and has ran well the past 2 years. So, okay. Yeah. Back to Miznap being a bit of a beast. Okay. Interesting. I don't think this field is as good as that one, but we do have Fickle in it, and Fickle will be a real big threat here. Pretty good field, though, I think. A pretty good field, but a lot of them went in the other race that we really should be worried about. Fickle hasn't won in a while. New season, new them, maybe. Hopefully not. Let's go, Mirage. Let's go and get this one done. Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's run this. So I think it says some Fickle. I don't know how good Mirage is and if she matches up well with someone like Fickle, who Saffron Fang kind of had in his back pocket. But yeah, I'm not sure as well. Did Fickle like a mile 1 or did he like a little more distance? I think Mirage liked a mile 1. So it looks like we're here off decently well, I guess. Opera Prince, a good horse there leading us out. Papier Mâché, Johan Quats, sheltered. Fickle here on the outside as well of Clone Devil. So, yeah, interesting there. Simon Sides up there. Chris Mover, Baldafour, Prompter. Prompter sometimes runs well. They're kind of locked in there, though, the grey at the rear. Maybe not many places they can go. So we're going to start making our move a little early. Sheltered in second. Opera Prince still leading. We're coming through quite strong. Clone Devil as well, making a bit of an impact there. And then Papier Mâché slightly slowing down Fickle. We're inside the final half of Furlong. Fickle now has really pushed past the rest of the field and is coming on strong. Not going to get up on us, though. I don't think they had the best of runs or the cleanest of runs, but here at Gulfstream, I don't really care. I don't really care. That's 1.8 million prize money and a good win for Mirage. We did what we needed to. We didn't worry about anybody else. I'm happy with that. So, a little increase there. 133. That's 7 grade 1 wins. And we were 80 out of 90. Can we increase our ability to, please? No, we can't. We're pretty much stuck in that range for now. So winning the Pegasus World Cup didn't improve our ability. Unfortunately, I think that might mean that Mirage is just going to stick at 80. I really hope not, but I mean, that's the way these things go sometimes. Okay. Chili there and Pendle there. Chili there's in second. Got the distance well. No extra, but a length back. Didn't run green. Okay, Chili there is also going to go to 5 furlongs then. Which makes sense from its parentage, really. That bloodline isn't exactly distance on either side. The reg wasn't too bad. Swedish Chili got up a little bit. But a couple of the others in that mix sort of were 5 furlongs. So, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Did we gain at all? 55. So, only 5. Chili Dare's the first one who does not gain more than 5% increase in a loss. And then Sunland Park, Pendle Dare gets a win. So we'll see here. Again, not the best looking horse, and again, 55 is only a small increase, but everybody increased at least 5% in their maiden, and quite a lot actually increased 10%. So I'm quite happy with the development side of things there. We seem to be okay. We ran green. We won by almost a length. We were a little laid back. And yet we still Like, we ran the entire race at the front. Looks like Spindara came up on us and just got ahead inside the final furlong. And then we put our foot down and we went. So, okay. That kind of makes me excited for Penald there, which is good because alongside Chili there, that is the lowest ability horse we have. So, like, coming into the season, I thought they might make 70 before the end, and that was it. So, yeah. I wonder kind of how good this one might be, but it doesn't look the best, which is a shame, but it could be running well. So a bunch of maidens there, 2 actual good races. We slipped a little bit behind, like a week behind on our breeding program, but it's okay because we've got plenty of time left to do the others. Let me see if there's any races I want to book going in to here at the moment. Okay, well, we've got some races actually booked in. Not exactly good, though. We got Mirage and Aztec Shine to run again, then down like that to try and win their first Grade 1, and Saffron Fang in another good race. Yeah, we'll see how that all goes, but it's not actually close in terms of the dates. So we're a little bit behind. Yes, I think it's Friday that we're breeding on now because we missed that almost week. So we get to Friday, we can look at the sales. Didn't really see anything. And then we should be good to start the next breeding. So we'll see if anything pops up here. We should be able to get our breeding on track, though, before the next race, pretty much. I don't like the Witch Doctor. It comes out of 2 Grade 1s. Tashling comes out of 2 Grade 1s. But I really didn't like the Witch Doctor as a sire. So yeah, we're gonna back off that one as well. Thought for a second we had something interesting. And maybe we did, but I'm not willing to make that. So Ski Party becomes number 6, the final one to be bred from Adam DeBolio there. And yeah, realistically, I think we're in a pretty good place right now. So, in fact, if we just skip to the next. Did we miss anything in this Friday auction? Not really. Okay, good. So with that chunk of time all skipped and with everybody actually fully fold out now, we can look at the second race for Aztec Shine. Second, of course, in the plate. We're going to run the February here. Unsurprisingly, in February. We're heading to Japan, I believe Tokyo. Yes, Tokyo will be where we run. Shekalad, domestic ungraded power shoes, the grade 1. They'll be in this. Opera Prince back again. Interesting there. Baldefoy and Pinkstone, I'm not really too worried about either. Menina, I am. So power shows can be good. They're domestic. Menina could be good. It's a really good horse. They could run well. Treasure Way is a real threat from Britain. And the ungraded Madain from Saudi. I mean, you don't know what they're going to be. Shekalad as well, of course, domestic. So it's a really interesting mix. Menina should be favorite, yeah. And Treasure Way should be second. But we're in the mix. Let's see how good Aztec Shine is. I don't know exactly how good we might be because we didn't run exceptionally well in the last one. And I think with Menina and Treasure Way especially, where, we're up against 2 fine horses. So we're here at Tokyo there for the 1 mile February, grade 1s for 4-year-olds and above on dirt. We're up the gates fairly well. Opera Prince as well should go near the front with us. And then back to Menina and Power Shows. So The danger horses just lurking in their Shekelad on the outside, Los Baldafar inside. Then back to Medane, Pinkstone, and Treasureway right at the rear for now. We're just holding our position, stalking down. Treasureway's starting to make a move. We've gone a little early here again, down to the home stretch, past the final 2 furlong marker, round this bend. Menina, though, in good position to come and challenge us. Opera Prince Shekelad as well, making a nice move, and here comes Treasureway from deep. Menina takes the lead about a furlong from home. Doesn't seem to be slowing down. We do. Treasureway, though, jumps up into second, and Shekelad runs really well. Doesn't quite catch us, but sadly that race kind of finished the way I thought it would. Menina from Treasureway and then us back. Yeah. And then the ungraded foreign horses coming in to complete the top 5. Power Shoes didn't really run well there. Opera Prince didn't run well. But it didn't seem like we did either. So, okay, Aztec Shine. Couple of tough races to open up, but a second and a third isn't too bad. I just don't have that belief. Like right now, I don't have the belief that this is a horse that can win those big races and just go out and dominate your opposition and just be that amazing horse. I think we're probably past our maturity rate right now anyway, so we're at our peak or past our peak maybe. I don't think we're still growing to it. And we're going to fall off pretty quick. I think all in all, there's not going to be much to come from Aztec Shine. I'm really tempted. I'm not going to do it yet. But I'm really tempted now to kind of, just get rid of Aztec Shine. We got Daranana and Marie Mysterio at the moment at a mile, which possibly could run in 90% of those races that Aztec Shine is going to be sort of there for right now. So it might not be the worst idea in the world just to free it up. But as I say, I'm not entirely convinced. Okay. King Abdulaziz for the Saudi Cup, heading to Saudi Arabia. Saffron Fang will run against Miznap. Menina is there as well for that race after. And then we've got another Hallworthy who'll run against Down Like That, which could be really, really dangerous. And then the Saudi Cup itself, 20 million prize fund, Marej to run. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Gulfstream has notes. We don't care about Gulfstream. That ain't what we're running today. Okay. Oh, okay. Now, this is really interesting for me because Squadron's been running really well, and I can see them up there. So, they could be in the mix. And then just scanning down Ricardona. That absolutely amazing Canadian horse. Then down to Miznap. That's our top 4, surely. That's the top 4 there. One Canadian, a field full of Americans. I think it's us and Ricardona fighting for this. Miznap back in 3rd and Squadron in 4th. That's kind of where I see this going. Miznap will be favourites. We did run really poorly in our last race. Maybe we've sort of fallen off our perch. I hope not. I hope that was distance more than anything. We're far more on distance for this one. So let's go find out then. Ricardona, Miznap, don't know. Squadron should be there or thereabouts, all of those horses. 1 mile 2 furlong, 110 yard, Mohammed Yusuf Nagi Motors Cup, Grade 1 for 4-year-olds and turf at the King Abdulaziz racetrack. We're pretty poor out the gate there, I feel. Not the best in the world. We've got a lot of horses in front of us now, and nowhere to go if we wanted to make a difference right now. Miznap and Takshan up near the front with Squadron just behind those pairing. Everybody else pretty much in a line in midfield. We got Shoalan on our outside and Ricardona technically last, but they really finish well. So we need to see something here from Saffron Fang. Ricardona went obscenely wide to try and get up on this one. Miznap goes out early here. Final 1.5 then. Squadron is holding on to second right now. Saffron Fang coming through though down the final furlong. Hopefully we can kick on and get back into this one. Miznap tried to steal it. Looks like they might actually have had a very, very good race there. And Saffron Fang loses the first race of his 4-year-old season. I think that we didn't get off to the best of starts. I think that hurt us. But a fine run by Miznap. Ricardona wasn't really up there as much as I thought they would be. I thought we'd lose maybe to them, if anyone. But Miznap just got out early, didn't have to run from the back, didn't have to fight traffic. We both did. That's kind of, I think, where we suffered a lot. Squadron, though, a very good run. Top 4, not in the same order I would have picked, but the 4 horses I kind of easily predicted in that field. If we had a better start, I think we would have been far more competitive there. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're 14 from 17. Bad booking in the first race of their career. Bad booking in Japan for their final 3-year-old race. This one, though, I think we lost on the track, and that's it's the first time we've seen that from Saffron Fang. We lost it on the track. So Saffron Fang certainly is peaked, I think, at 3-year-old. And that was perfect for us. That was perfect for us. Menina comes second to Glacial Rambler. That's interesting. Good horse, but that's interesting. Mind you, it is very short distance, so Menina's probably running way under her distance. So maybe not as interesting as I thought it would be. And okay, 6 furlongs, Saudi sprint. Down like that. Another Hallworthy and Holly Hayes run in this. They are both very good horses. The Sky's the Limit we don't know well enough, but we know is a good horse. Don't know just how good they are. And Awesome Pearl, the ungraded sort of domestic horse, we can never really count those out. So a decent amount of competition in this one, really. Tipsters say Hallworthy, we are very calm. Okay, Holly is wound up. Rain Delayed also heavily backed. So, yeah, this is one I'd love to win, but I really don't know if we've got a good enough horse for it. And after that start, I mean, okay. I wonder if the trip over didn't suit because Saffron Fang didn't start well, or down like that. Was abysmal out the gates. We're up in challenging position, though. We did seem to get blocked off a little bit. I'm not even going to slow this down. Looks like we're 5th place at best here. Awesome Pearl takes it. Rain Delayed up into 4th, but not really worthy of the betting that had it pushed up into 2nd place. But yeah, that dangerous ungraded Saudi horse. Then Hallworthy and Sky's the Limit. 2 I knew would be up there. And it seems like Holly had similar problems to us, but yeah, that was just poor. That was just poor. So yeah, not a great run again, down like that. Just Looks so good. Looks so good. I just don't seem to be getting him to run well at all, which is... It's a real shame. It's a real shame. Okay. I think last one of the video then, Marej running their second. Good win to begin with. Good one to end with here. Again, a pretty decent field, but not the best field in the world. You really would have thought something with this kind of prize fund would be like way more competitive, but only 9 runners. We seem to have had a good shot at this over the years, to be fair. We probably up against another Dubai horse than we were last year. Red Shoe's back again. Ran okay. Okidori can run well. You know, we've seen them run well in the past. We don't know just how good they might be. And then there's some good lower grade horses that I think could be really good as well. So, okay. Sheltered, fancied for some reason. Not really sure why, but I think it's us and Fickle. So, the night race, 1 mile, 1 furlong Saudi Cup at the King Abdulaziz racetrack here in Saudi Arabia. Grade 1 for 4-year-olds on dirt. And we're out okay. That's the first good start we've had in our 3 races here in Saudi Arabia. We'll go towards the rear alongside Okidori, Prompter and Wakeboard back with us. Fickle on the inside of Strong Hope and Sheltered with Red Shoe as well there, just behind Hidden Pleasure currently in the lead. We're going to have to fight through the field here perhaps. Fickle has a good place here on the inside. They can just go to the outside of Hidden Pleasure. We're getting battered about a little bit by Wakeboard. We're going to go around the outside, though, up into good position, and now Fickle will get blocked off. That good advantage they had early has now gone down to the final furlong, distancing out. Fickle's going to try and find a way through, but their race has run. They didn't get out when they had the opportunity. They got blocked in, dropped down. Marej got battered about a little bit early, but managed to get through it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. We got up 5 lengths from Sheltered, back to Red Shoe. Those 2 horses I thought might run well. Okidori was okay. Fickle had some issues. But like I say, they had the opportunity to get out early. Sam Hitchcock decided not to, and that's on them. Very good run. 12 million prize money for Marej. 2 from 2 this season. New high rating for the barn at 135 right now. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll take that, ladies and gentlemen. 4 million behind Saffron Fang. As dominant as Saffron Fang was, Marej has run 3 less races, but has the same sort of ratio of wins. They both have 3 losses, basically. So 3 more wins will put Marej and Saffron Fang on an equal footing in terms of amount of graded wins, amount of wins, amount of races, amount of losses. If those are actually good races as well, we could earn that 4 million and be equal on prize money. And also then rating is very close, and Saffron Fang doesn't seem to be climbing back up quickly, so Marej could win on that front. So it's a big ask, but 4-year-olds, like Marej looks good right now. I'm not going to lie. I can't lie about that. And I always thought they'd be the better of the 2 horses. I just thought Triple Crown's a 3-year-old Saffron Fang was way closer to being the horse that we would have wanted. And I was proven right there. I was proven right. But I always thought Marej had a lot about them that they could have a good year. And we're starting to see that creep in now. That's a huge win there then for Marej. I absolutely love that. And like I say, developing quite well. Not going to gain any more potential, really. A couple of points at most. I think we're just locked in pretty much to where we're going to be on those 4-year-olds now. So Yeah, comment section down below. Have your say on Aztec Shine. 2 OK runs, but not great. And we do have Darren Anna and Marie Mysterio as 3-year-olds who run a mile. So we don't really need to run them. That Cuckoo, 7 furlong, but might step back up to a mile and open up that again there for the 4-year-old races. Have your say on Dome Like That. A very good colt. We've already bred, so don't think about breeding, Bam. We've already bred from Dome Like That, but have your say there. And Saffron Fang, are the glory days behind us or not? And just how close is Mirage to getting there? Pick your favorite 2-year-old as well. I think right now Nonagon Death Roll is right up there for me. An exceptional win to begin with. Derretine's hit the 70. Nonagon Death Roll hit the 70. So I'm pretty happy with those two right now. We'll see how the 2-year-olds develop. And 3-year-olds, we haven't seen any of them race yet. I think the 3 most likely right now to be able to run the Derby and Preakness at least are the British Lady, as they do have the stamina for it. So that's what British Lady looks like. Then we got British Pearl, very similar stamina. I'm not sure, but I think I like British Pearl slightly more. I'm really not sure why. It might just be the full finish application, even though it's a little bit less cruising burst. And then Eye of the Battler also has an opportunity in that range. And again, you know, they've all got 80 extra speed. They've all got sort of below 50 enthusiasm. They've all got around about the same cruising burst, 45 to 50. Their confidence is between 35 and 55. They're all similar-ish. Eye of the Battler, a little bit weaker than the other two. But I don't know. I think those 3 are going to be interesting. Then we got the milers right now that might jump up. Darren Anna, who, again, is a horse that I quite like. We got the 80 extra speed. We don't have full consistency, which might be an issue, but we do have distance adaptability on her. So again, that might be a deciding factor when we're looking at the entire race calendar. Marie, again, another miler who may jump up, but I doubt it. If she did, might be my favorite for a Triple Crown program. We've got an absolute ton of extra speed. We've got decent cruising bursts. We've got, okay, potential's not great, and no adaptability, but those are kind of the 3-year-olds in there, unless Comodat somehow. I think Comodat's going to be a 5 furlong horse. I really do. I don't think we're going to improve any there. If we did, again, another good candidate. So pick your 3-year-old for the Triple Crown races. Who's your favorite 2-year-old? And basically, apart from Mirage and Dakuku, we haven't seen run yet, tell me about the other 3 4-year-olds. We got Aztec Shine, maybe not worth keeping around right now. Dome Like That, who flatters to deceive. We've already bred from a Saffron Fang, who might be falling off that peak, the very high peak. But a final word on Dome Like That, because 100% speed, 95 acceleration, 100% start. I don't care who you are. That's, like, you don't get much better than that. That is right up there. Only 75% ability, that's fine, but 90% potential. We never quite filled that out, and I don't think we will. But that had the potential to be a really, really good sort of racer with those other stats. High confidence, pretty high enthusiasm, over a half bar in cruising burst, half bar of deterioration, which means it wouldn't fall off that quickly. Does take time to develop, I will admit that, that's fair. But then 95 extra speed, full finish and consistency. How is this horse not dominating? How is this horse not winning grade 1s? We've tried a 5 furlong, we've tried at 6 furlong. We got a grade 3 and a grade 2, and that was it. 9th out of 10 at the King's Stand 5 furlong in Ascot. 4th out of 8 at Saratoga, the Alfred G. Vanderbilt 6 furlong. Back down to 5 for the Coolmore Nunthorpe at York. 8 out of 11 runners there. We went for the Qatar Prix de l'Abbé, third in that one at 5 at Longchamp. We move back up to 6 to try that 5th out of 8 in the Saudi Sprint. Like, I think we're a 5 furlong horse with a little bit of room to run at 6. But honestly, how has this horse not yet won with those stats? It's just ability, maybe. For sure, if we were running at 100% of our bar here, we were actually at like 90% ability, not just potential. Surely that would be like the most dominant sprinter out there. Surely. But we're not running well. So, like I say, we've already bred from them, so don't look at it at that point of view. I think, yeah, basically all the 3-year-olds as well we've bred from. No, not all the 3-year-olds. Most of the 3-year-olds we've bred from. So, yeah, we're not looking to add anyone from our stable to the breeding barn sort of quickly in terms of the male horses there, the colts and the stallions. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm in a weird place of thinking about things, but we are all fed up now in terms of seeing these old horses fall off a cliff quickly. I want to get a few more that run well at 4-year-old. Especially because we don't have that many 2-year-olds coming through for next season yet. 1 or 2 of these might as well, of course, falling early by accident. But, yeah, let me know what you think about that. Who should go in the breeding barn? Who should be retired? Who do we think is going to be able to run well? Who's sort of fallen off really badly? Who's going to step up? Triple Crown races for 3-year-olds. And who's your best 2-year-old? For me, it's definitely Nonagon and Deratine together. But do you have any other favourites? Let me know. We'll start off with the yearling auction when we come back to it. Looks like a decent crop there indeed. But yeah, till such time, thank you very much for watching and the continued support. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in the Discord channel. Link to that is in the description. Follow me on Twitter at Chris Ormy. You can get in touch with me there. Send me your save files. Send me an idea of what's in that save file so I can take a look at it and maybe do a video like we did yesterday for Jumpsman, for Phil. So let me know. And till then, I'll see you next time. Take care of each other. Behave. Be safe. And yeah, let me know what you think of these horses, because right now I don't know. I just don't know.